Hi, this is Kim with Kim's Creations and Card Ministry coming to you live. It is Sunday night. This is my late night stamping. It's pretty normal for me. If any of you have been following me at all, you know I'm usually a late night stamper. I'm going to try to do a little better though. I took a nap this afternoon, which was unexpected. I didn't think I was going to be so tired, but I ended up falling asleep because I was going to actually do like an earlier video this evening. But it is Sunday, January the 21st, 2024. And I know I shared my little calendar card with you last time. I'm going to do it again much quicker and show you this neat little birdhouse embellishment. Very simple to put on this card using that great Flight and Airy paper that is free with Sale-a-bration right now if you spend at least $50 with Stampin' Up. And if you spend it through my store, you'll get other gifts as well if you'll use my name and my host code. But anyway, let me just get right to that, and I'll show you. I've got pretty much everything laid out and ready just to put it together. But I want to show you how I came up with the little embellishment idea. And this might be easier to go back and watch too than the last video. So, although I did do a different calendar in that last video. So, and I have another one I'll show you too. I gave a couple of them away. Yeah, I gave a couple away. I probably had a couple more I could have showed you, but I gave them away yesterday to my son and his friends. So let's push the camera down here, and we will. Yeah, I realized I've got to get several made this week to give out. I've got several people I want to give calendar cards to that I'm going to be seeing. So I got to get busy and get these done. So I'll make 2 or 3 that are similar and maybe use the same paper, but just mix them up and make them all a little different. And let me get on my iPad here and make sure that I can see the screen okay and find me. Let's see, where are you, Kim? And let's see, my channel, and there I am. Okay. We'll turn that volume down because y'all don't want to listen to me twice, I know. There we go. Come on, come back. Okay, so here we go. So I've got everything pretty much laid out with materials. This is the cute little card. I made this one for a coworker. A little late getting it to her because then I had found out she liked the birds, and then I got sick and didn't get it finished. But this is the finished calendar card for her, and this other one's going to be very similar to it. So I just thought it turned out really cute with the little birdhouse, and it was very simple to make. So what you need, again, the base of your card is it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and you just fold it so it's a standard card base. Okay, you'll need one of the little calendars, and these came from, and I'm glad I looked. I ordered more than I thought I did, so I have plenty, I think, to get made to give to the friends I wanted to give them to. It's through Vippies Designs, Vippies. So www.vippies, with a V like victory, Vippies.com is where I got my calendars. Of course, these are 2004. I imagine she's already got 2005 calendars. So that's your calendar base. You'll need your calendar. A piece to go behind your calendar that measures 3 1/4 by 2.5. A piece for the back if you decide you want to put something on the back of your card. Just anything that fits inside of here with a border is fine. I had this scrap and I used it. And that's what this white piece is here. Then you'll need, I glued these together already, but a piece to go on here. This one is Balmy Blue. It is 5 1/4 by 4. And then the designer paper that I used from Flight and Airy is just a tiny bit smaller than the 5 1/4 by 4. So it's more like 4 15/16 by 3 and oh, I think it was 13/16. Okay, so just a little bit less than that, so you get a small border all the way around. So that's going to go on there. This will go on here. And then to make your stand, you need a 4-inch piece by something. This was a scrap. It's wide enough to work with, so I worked with it. I think it's 3, and this one's a little bit more than 3 1/4, but 4x4 works great. And you're going to score 1, 2, 3, 4 at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 3 inch, so they're evenly scored. So this is going to be your base to hold your card up, so that'll get glued there. And then to make I used the Flight Airy. One of those pieces of paper have birds that are all about this size, and I fussy cut them all out. This is the one I'm going to use for this card. I used one very similar, but the bird was facing the other way. Isn't that sweet? They can be kissing. Okay, so this one's facing that way. And then to make my birdhouse, I got a piece of balmy blue here that is 2 by 1 1/4. I have a little 5/8 inch hole punch, and I just put it in there and centered it best as I could and punched it. There's my little piece that punched out. So you just a small, since this is small, it's going to need to be like a 1/2 inch or just barely over a 1/2 inch, so that don't get it too big on there. I also have this 1 by 1 inch square in the Misty Moonlight. Is going to go behind this, and I already put some dimensionals on it because I'm going to raise it up. I had to put those dimensionals on the very, very edge so they don't show through my little hole there of the birdhouse. And then to make this, I used my hexagon punch, heartfelt hexagon punch. It is in the annual catalog right now. I'm sorry, it's in the mini catalog right now, because it was in the fall mini catalog. It carried over to the mini catalog now. The number is 162888. It's got a stamp set that it's coordinating with in the mini catalog. So I cut out one of those, and I cut it in half. So half of it is used on this card. The other half I'm going to use it on this card. So let me go ahead and get my trimmer here to cut this down. I'm probably going to need a piece of my tape, which I don't know where it got to. Let me slide these over so I don't lose any of these little pieces. The other thing, I took some of this Petal Pink. It's this Petal Pink Ribbon Duo combo. And I used my marker, my Flirty Flamingo dark marker, and I colored it, because I don't like the Petal Pink with it. I would rather use the Flirty. I like the brighter color. So I colored it to go around my card. So if you want to do that, you'll want to do that a little bit ahead of time, give it time to dry. All right, so let me get a little piece of sticky tape here. I tried to keep a piece on my trimmer, but I don't know what happened to it. So I want to cut off about a 1/2 inch off of the bottom. Oops. So I'm just using the little lines on my trimmer to line it up, since I don't have a flat edge to put up against the edge of the thing. It looks like I'm frozen on my end. Come on. Come back. I have the punch. Okay, I'm back, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this. I hope y'all didn't lose too much. So that's going to be the bottom of my bird feeder, and this is going to be the roof of my little bird feeder. And I'll try to keep that there. So if anybody has any questions, want to talk to me, want to order anything, all the good stuff, you can find me. The best way to reach me is to text me at my cell phone number there, 864-752-5688. Now is the best time to join and you can get this glass mint as an extra bonus, a bonus gift kind of a thing. if you join right now, and there's really no tricks to joining. You just join and you get great discounts and get a lot of free stuff. So it's a great time to join, to get free products, and you don't really have to do anything. I mean, you can let your membership, you'll have your discount for about close to 6 months. You'll have it for over a quarter. It'll be a quarter plus whatever's left of this quarter that you would have, and you would have to spend $300 by the end of that second quarter to continue getting your discount. That's it. And if you don't get your discount anymore, you don't get your discount anymore. But in the meantime, you get $125 worth of product for $99 plus tax, no shipping. Plus you'll get a paper pumpkin kit and this glass mat with the accessories that came with it. So it's a really cool deal. And you get to be part of a team and participate in special events and challenges and all the good stuff that comes with being on a team. All right, and then I took, so the bottom of that I cut off, I just glued it to the bottom of my birdhouse. Okay. Just to add something to the birdhouse. I should have gone ahead and sponged it first. That's what I forgot. I was using my crumb cake. I'll sponge it here in a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and use my what do they call it? Is it a stylus? I guess maybe it's stylus. But anyway, it's like the embossing tip side, one of the ends of the pick-a-punch tool from Stampin' Up. So there's all these different ends. Like this one's it's got a bigger one of these and a smaller one of these. It's got putty on one. It's got a sharp pokey tool on one, and it's got like a spatula. So it's got all these different attachments you can use. So I have more than one, so I don't have to always switch out my attachments. But for this one, and I just freehand this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna push down a little bit and make an indentation. I don't know if you can see how I indented it or not, but it's kind of like putting a score line. But then I'm going to put one down kind of at the angle on that side and the angle at that side, and then one in the middle of that one and one in the middle of that one. I mean, it's just no rhyme or reason for what I did. It's just what I did. I wanted to add some dimension to the roof of my birdhouse. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. And now I'm going to take a little sponge dauber here on my ink. I'm just going to rough it up a little bit with the, on the edges, and then just a little bit on the actual cardstock. Get a piece of scrap here, wipe some of that off, and just to give it a little bit of kind of texture, like so. And then I'm going to go around. I should have done this before I glued it on so I could get the edges, that top edge, but the top edge is going to be covered a lot by my bird anyway, so it's not as big a deal. A little bit on my blue, but again, I'm not too concerned about that. Alrighty, so and now we can glue the top piece, and you just have just a tiny bit that you can put glue on it. So all right, so my next project, I don't know if I'm going to stay up tonight to do it or not, because I keep telling myself I'm going to go to bed earlier, but I need to make a birthday card, and I'm kind of thinking about going ahead and do it. I have in my brain what I want to do, just haven't made a card like this yet. I have in my brain what I want to do, so I'm thinking about making it before I go to bed, so that I can give it, it's late, it's already late, but I can give it to the girl tomorrow. And then I have got some projects for tomorrow night too. I've discovered that while it's nice to work ahead and figure out what I'm going to do and have everything laid out and ready to go, it takes a lot of time to do that. And then I kind of just want to like kind of have in my head what I want to do and have the stuff ready, but maybe not necessarily already have a card to show you, because then I have to make the card and then I have to do it again. And to me, it might just be easier just to go ahead maybe and make the card live, kind of I'm just winging it because, you know, why not? I already glued that on there, so I'm going to use this one to save a little time. I got to decide on my placement. I think I had decided to put this one over here and my birdhouse on this side. And what you guys, so I'm not planning on mailing this, so I'm not terribly concerned, like if it hangs off the edge over here just a little bit. But I am trying to be a little bit conscientious of it. But I'm going to have it be about like that and just barely showing some of that designer paper on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that. So I'm thinking that tomorrow night I am going to do a new project that I haven't done. Even though I need to get a couple calendars made too, but I won't make any more video calendars. I might show you what I make, especially if they're different. But, and just, you know, already have my card idea in my head, but not necessarily have a sample. And that way I think I can get on here a little bit earlier in the day, in the evening, and catch some more people live, because I need to start catching more people live so I can start giving away all these prizes I have up over my head. I've got a big old box full of stuff I want to give away. But it's more fun to give away if I got a few people's names I can draw from. All right, so I'm going to just turn this little guy over. I'm going to peel the dimensionals off that I already put on my little 1x1 square here in the Misty Moonlight paper. I've got another project I'm starting to. It's not going to be a card, not a greeting card. It's going to be a artistic trading card. And I've kind of got a theme in mind. I joined a little group, and the theme for the month for this card is for faces, and I was racking my brain what I would do for faces. And I have decided, because I used to scrapbook, and I haven't scrapbooked in a long time, but I realized the other night when I was cleaning my house how many photos I have laying around that I need to do stuff with, especially old photos. My mom and dad both in their 90s, and I'm sitting here, got all these photos. I need to get these in an album and identified, you know, because they're getting on up in years, and I need to do this. So I am going to do a trading card for my swap for the faces. I'm going to do one with my grandmother, my mom's mom. And then and in the meantime, I also found a picture of my dad's mom. So I'm going to do one with her also, but the trading one I'm going to use is going to be the one of my mom's mom. And I'm really excited about it now. And I went today, I found a picture at their house. I went by Mom and Dad's this afternoon for a little while and went through some old albums and stuff. She had not, they were just loose in the album. She had not put them down or anything, which is another reason why I probably need to go ahead and get back into scrapbooking a little bit. So, but I thought I would do these junk journals. So I'm going to do the junk journals with my family pictures. All right, so what I've decided to do here, now on this one, I carried my ribbon around this way, and I did it. I had already put him down, and after I put him down, I realized I could have had another little bird showing right there over the calendar if I had done it this way, but I couldn't get this up without risking tearing it, so I did it this way. This one, though, just for to be different, I'm running my ribbon a different direction. I'm going to run it this way. That little bird, unfortunately, the birds are going to get covered. This one won't be covered up, but I'm going to run it this way. So I'm just going to use some Scotch tape and tape it on the back. And I've got another birdhouse idea that I've got in my brain too, because there's this bird paper was great, and I just, you know, I want to do some stuff with it and use it up. I've gotten real bad about, you know, buying all the paper, and then there it sits, and I need to use it up. And so I've kind of set myself a goal this year to use my paper, you know, use it up. And I'm going to try to. So then this is going to go on here on the dimensionals. I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah. Oh, and I'm going to put a little glue right here because it's already up because I made the window, indented the little window for the bird. So let's get these little pieces off. Anyway, I'm really excited because I went and got my pictures because I have to make 10 of those little cards. And I went and made copies of the picture today to put on the cards. So I'm going to start working on that too. When I kind of figure out what I'm doing, I might post some videos of those as well. And the junk journal that I've put in my head too to make. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put I'm going to have a junk journal for my trading cards, and I'm going to keep those in a junk journal too. But if that's going to be a separate junk journal than my ancestor journal, junk journal. Oh, y'all, this is just so cute. And then I'm going to pop him up again too. Now, if I were mailing this, I would probably do it a little differently as far as all the dimensionals that I'm using on this one. But since I'm handing this to somebody, I will not be doing that. Actually, I'm thinking. So I got the other one over there is for the girl at work. I might give this one to my mom because I haven't made her one yet. I think the one I made the other day was for my sister-in-law with the cat. I think y'all saw the cat one. So this actually needs 2 dimensionals over on the far side over here because it's got to be popped up double because of the birdhouse is already up. So I'm going to put extras on that side, right in that little spot. Kind of stack them up here a little bit. Because I do want this stacked away from the bird house. Because he's kind of standing in front of it on this little ledge here. Figured y'all got that. I love doing this. I wish I had more time to spend doing this stuff. It's just, to me, it's just so relaxing and it's so much fun to give this stuff away. And I gave one to my son. I'll have to show you what I gave him. It was similar. Again, I try to make them all a little different. So his was very similar to this one I have over here. I'll show you in a minute. But and then I have another masculine version that I haven't done yet. But I'll show you the first masculine version of that. And it's also done with one of the Sale-a-bration designer paper packs that you can get for free with a $50 purchase. And so I'm going to show you that one here in just a moment. Oh, I took that off already. Took those all off. Okay, let's see if I can get this on here like I like it. Did I double up the right side? I did. Okay. You know what? I might need to triple those because it's, well, let me look. Let's see. Because it's going to be, yeah, okay, that's right. I did it right. I need to come down a little bit. Here we go. That should be right there. They're showing, hanging off the edge a little bit. So let me go over just a tiny bit. Just trying not to have the dimensional show. I don't mind if the little guy hangs off a little bit since it's not having to go in the mail. But I didn't want the, I think that one's showing a little bit. I'm gonna get my pick tool. I'm gonna get the one that's not pointy. I'm gonna get this one because that might just be that I just didn't fussy cut it great right there. That's all right. I'm gonna live with that. We'll get my balmy blue marker right here. Some color on the edges. I should have used the boho. It's okay. Alright, it's just that I didn't like that little white edge once I stuck it in there, so I'm getting rid of all the white edges. Sometimes fussy cutting those little spaces like that, it's a little bit hard to do sometimes. But I was kind of impressed with all my fussy cutting I did last week when I was feeling a little bit better. I could actually hold my head up for a little while, but I just couldn't sit straight. I had to lay back in the chair so I could lean my head back a little bit. But it's a tiniest bit crooked, but not much I can do about that now. That's going to go on there. I got to glue the back on. So let's glue, and I already stamped this little handcrafted by the heart from it and put a couple little extra pieces, strips of the paper here. So I'm going to just go ahead and glue this on the back. Glue stop up a little bit. Okay. I'll put this on the back. But I hope y'all like my little birdhouse. It was fun making. I was like, what can I do for my birdhouse? So I think I'm going to do a bigger version of this birdhouse, but turn this and cut it in half this way instead of this way, and I can have the birdhouse be a little bigger. So I'm going to play with that on another card, not on one of these. On this, it needs to be this smaller size, otherwise there's not room for the calendar and the little birdhouse. And then just to remember, when you put this in, make sure it's a W so that it stands the right way. So I've been gluing in the W to the inside of the back first. That's just the way I've been doing it. It took me a few times playing around to figure out the best way. I like doing things. This is what worked for me. Was starting by putting the one side of the W in the back of the card, and I usually just do like this on my board to make sure it's flush with the bottom. Then once I get it flush with the bottom, I just push it down real good. And if you want to reinforce that glue a little bit, you can use your bone folder or the back of your scissors. If you don't have bone folders, I've used backs of scissors before. A job that I had it where I had to fold a bunch of marketing materials and I wanted to get nice folds. That's what I did. I should have had them buy me a big giant bone folder, but I had bigger scissors and I used the edge of my scissors to put mine down. So now I'm going to put glue on this tab right here. And I want it on the edges, but if I put it too close to the edges, it's going to squish out. So I just put it as close as I can to get that it'll squish a little bit without squishing out. And that's been working for me. And then I push it down a little bit here, like so. And again, you can go through the back side underneath, like in here, like this, and get it a little bit with the bone folder. Make sure. And I can stick my hands in there and make sure there's no glue squishing out. And then do this and this. Okay, and then we can put the front cover. We can glue this piece down. We're almost finished. And it is so cute. And this one will be for my mom. Oops. Spread that around a little bit. Make sure I get my edges so that I get just at least a little bit of glue on those edges. Alright. Because we want this to last all year. So, and then I usually just kind of eyeball my edges. Just center them from the same distance all the way around. If I'm off a little bit at the top or the bottom, as long as it's mostly straight, dots really. Yeah. And I kind of go around the edges, the corners, make sure it's stuck down good on the edges. See right there? Make sure it gets right there. Okay, and you can also turn it over a little bit. Just make sure you don't have ink on the back of your hands, because I'm notorious for that. I think y'all seen me do that plenty of times. All right, now I want to put a little bow. So again, this is, I found that I can do a decent bow with about 10 inches. Because I got like little fumbly fingers, but I can usually, I'll have some waste that I'm going to have to clip off the edges, but it won't be terrible. Excuse me a minute, I need a tissue. Nose is running a little bit. But y'all let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you're here. Like, comment, share. Give me a thumbs up. Comments about my little birdhouse if you like it. Oh, did I miss? Looks like I kind of missed coloring that a little bit. I'll probably end up cutting some of that off. It's not probably going to show that much. Be kind of an ombre ribbon. Let me know what you think of my little birdhouse. Also, I was doing last week, and I'm still continuing this through the end of the month. So this is the 21st. So we have a week and a few days left in the month. So between now and the end of January, if you will like, comment, and share on this and or my Facebook, one of my Facebook lives. My most recent one was a couple days ago. Like, comment, and share, and let me know that you like, comment, and shared, and send me a message. Text me your address, and I will send you a calendar card in the mail, made special for you. If you got a certain one you want that you've seen me do or seen me display, you can let me know. I can do one similar to one I've already done if you like that, or you can just get a surprise. Okay, but I do need to know by the end of the month. You got through the 31st of January to like, comment, and share on any of these videos, and the one from the other day, a couple days ago, or the one from today, or the one on my Facebook page, any of the three. But text me your address, let me know you like, comment, and share. I gotta find some glue dots, y'all. Gee, okay. Glue dots, where are you? That's interesting. Oh, there's a few. No, it's not a few. That's funny. I might just have to glue it down. I know I've got glue dots somewhere, though. I'll have to go hunting for my glue dots. That's just too funny. There it was. I had used them all. I'll have to go. I've got them in another pouch somewhere, I believe. I'll go find them. All right, but in the meantime, I'll just put some glue on it. If it doesn't stay, I'll come back and put glue dots on it. So let that sit there for a minute to set. So anyway, there's this one. While that glue is setting a little bit on that bow before I put it down. There's that one. Here's the one that's very similar that I'm taking to somebody at work. The other thing, while I'm waiting for that, kind of put a final little touch here with some Wink Stella and my bone folder. And if you'll just tap against your Wink, you're not going to be able to see it on the video, but it does add sparkle. I'll try to get more on the bird where it's going to show. Let's see. Oh yeah. Well, this piece will be torn off to get into January, but I added some sparkle that you probably can't see on the video, but it is there. It is gorgeous. Okay, so there And put my cute little bow on here, about right there. And I'll hold it for a second with the glue. Since the glue dots, they stick fat, you know, it's more like an automatic stick. With the glue, you kind of let it, has to set a second. And then here's the one for the friend at work. Here's my sample one from a couple weeks back before I got sick, with the little flower pot stamp set that's in the new mini catalog. It's called Planted Paradise. The paper for all three of these is the Flight and Airy, which is a free $50 paper pack when you spend $50 at Stampin' Up, before tax and shipping. And then I made this one. It's also a free paper from the Sale-a-bration catalog. This tool set, and there's actually a stamp and die set in the mini catalog that matches and coordinates with the paper. I didn't get it. I just got the free paper. It's called Trusty Toolbox, and I just fussy cut my little tools out. And I gave one like this to my son. And then I made one with these little character. Actually, have I sealed that envelope? I've got one with this little person. Let me see if I've glued that envelope closed. Give me a second. Oh my goodness, who knows what I did with it. I have one I've got to mail to somebody, but I don't see it right offhand, but I used that little person, that little llama that's knitting on it, to send to her. I did one with a little bear reading a book. It's from a paper pack that's in our annual catalog with the funky, cute little animals in it. And so I did the bear reading a book. I did the llama. I've done the tools. The bird house and the bird and the pot, the planted pots. Oh, and the space one. I got to get a picture of my outer space one I did. So there we go. I hope that you like these, and again that you will comment, share, like, do all the good things. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ask your friends to subscribe, so I can keep my subscribership up, and all the YouTube logarithms and stuff will put my videos up there. I'd like to get some customers. I love doing this, like I said, and I do it mostly for the ministry, to give the cards away and bring joy to people's lives. But it doesn't hurt to have customers to help pay for all that. So anything you can do to help my cause would be greatly appreciated. Y'all have a great night, and I'll probably be talking to you again in a day or so. Thanks so much again. God bless.